the final instalment covering those last three runners and giving you the overall selections from the panel for this Crabbies Grand National entry, only 9 days away now. Vesper Bell is the next one on my card. I marked these last three as the bantamweights of the contest. Only got 10 stone 5 on his back. You could probably ride this one, couldn't you, Billy?
Oh, easily, yeah, I'm 10 stone 3. He's an interesting horse, again trained in Ireland by Willie Mullins. He was 7th in the Kim Muir, and he ran here over these fences in December. I think he fell at the first, and he was only 9-1 that day, so he was a good run was expected. He's not had maybe a perfect preparation for this. He's inexperienced. He's only a young horse, and he's an 8-year-old, so he is an interesting type. Maybe not for this year. You can see him coming back next year, or maybe the year after, and running a bigger race. I wouldn't be on him this year.
On a learning curve.
Yeah.
On a learning curve.
It's a steep one to go into, though, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's a steep one to go into.
It is a steep one to go into. But
Jono's on a learning curve.
We're all on a learning curve with the National. Still, I don't think you ever quite finish learning how to back horse in the National.
Or for any race, for that matter.
Or you're still struggling with racing, punting in general. Vesper Bell, then, can we have a decision on that one?
No, I'm one of those.
Caught in a trap. No worries. Jono, let's come to you. Same difference. If the Twisters have got a chance in the race, is it same difference?
Well, I mean, I actually quite like this horse. However, didn't run particularly well at Cheltenham, I didn't think. And pulled up in the Betfred in that classic chase at Warwick. 10th in the Hennessy. Is this horse, slipped down the weights, obviously. Rated 147 in the Hennessy and rated 141 now for the National. For me, it's not something I'd be particularly interested in. And for that reason,
I'm out.
I'm out.
This has turned into Dragons.
Take where I am.
So you're out. Same difference. You're out. I still think that the Twisters with an entrance right at the bottom of the handicap there is interesting. I don't know what the other two think. You've got the thumb out, Billy. You got your thumb up, and Sandy.
It's down because I think last year when you went to the festival, the first time headgear was so important to the horse.
Okay.
It's not seemed to work since.
Okay.
I doubt about his jumping sometimes as well.
Fair point. Thumb down from you. If I can ask you then, Billy, just to justify a thumb up, because I haven't seen it too regularly this evening.
Almost the same reason Sandy just mentioned. When he had first-time blinkers at the festival 2 years ago, it perked him right up, and he ran a great race. I'm not saying this is the same as having blinkers added, but this is, again, it's something different. It's a change, and it might just be the horse comes here, it's a bit different, he jumps the first couple of fences, enjoys himself, and I can see him having a good run round.
So thumbs up.
That's a very good point, because there's a case that I always remember. Peter Bowen had a horse called Always Waning, who won the tournament, and he won a couple, 3 times. And he just said the horse just lights up when he gets to Aintree. He feels like he's almost coming home, and I can understand what your sort of reasoning where you think the same difference might do something
logic,
like that. Yeah, I can see the logic in it.
Okay, well, Tom Castle knows Always Waning, no change there then. But Billy Blakeman, big positive for same difference, whilst Jono teeters somewhere in between.
Yeah. I think I'm a thumbs down.
Oh, you are a thumbs down overall.
I think so,
sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, thumbs down overall from Jono, but if you're interested in Billy's big ones, then same difference is positive vibes coming from the man there. The last one to cover. Well, although there may be, as we've said, entrants coming up into the weights in time, the last one, as we see it at the moment, the 40 runners there, is the package.
The big 4-0 is the package.
What has he got in his package? What is he bringing to the National, Sandy?
I think he's got a wiener with him, to be honest with you. He's an 11-year-old now who unseated actually in the 2010 renewal when Don't Push It won the race. He needs to be restrained early and needs to be sort of kidded through runners. He's just not one to trust in a finish, and I just can't see him being there at the finish either.
Can't see him being there at the finish, simple as that. The rest of the panel nodding your head as well. You in agreement? I must say I've happily put my thumbs down to this one. The package just simply doesn't look like the package that you want to be backing for the Grand National. We have done all 40 runners. We've got there in the end, like the horse that will finally get his nose over the line in the Grand National. If I can ask the panel then, generally their overall views, whether you want to give me one or give me two. Certainly we haven't got time for you to give me 3 or 4. But do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start,
Give you maybe your 2 or 3 selections, whatever you like.
I've already backed a horse for the race. I backed Mon Big Dude a couple of weeks ago when Victor Chando originally went 6 places on the race. I took the 20-1 on Monbeg Dude. I think he's going to be there or thereabouts, and I can imagine him being the first 10.
Okay.
And hopefully in the first 6. And
any worries about ground at all, or do you think he'll go on anything?
No, I know John McCrick, when he was on the show last Thursday, said that the horse needs soft ground and that he's going to be held up early and he's just not going to get there. But I still think the horse can act on good going, and I'm hoping that Carberry's going to give him one of them masterclass rides.
Yeah, he's a class act, isn't he? So is it just the one selection for now then, Sandy?
I'd be interested in Rocky Creek and Trio de Lane. But for now, I'm sticking with Monbeg Dude.
Monbeg Dude is Sandy Castle's selection there. Let's move on to Billy Blakeman. Wouldn't mind hearing what you've got.
Yeah, I'm going to deviate slightly. So I'm going to give you my Lincoln selection. I'm not in Saturday. One word more is my Lincoln selection. Hold
on a minute.
You didn't ask for that.
Going over a mile at Doncaster.
Yeah. But it's relevant because
just quickly for the viewers, what was it?
One word more.
One word more, which is the
Charles Hills horse, yeah. And I've doubled that up with Quito de la Roque. If Quito de la Roque runs, I think he might win a good race here. But
you never know what's coming. But if we can not deviate from what we're actually talking about and maybe get your selection for the national, please.
I haven't really got one. Prince de Beauchesne and Across the Bay in same difference, the ones that are in my mind at the minute.
Fine, and if you were to nail one down?
Oh dear.
If I had to.
I'm going to take the same difference.
Same difference, yeah. Okay. And Jono, lastly, I'll come to you. Last, but of course not
right,
least.
Well, the Dubai World Cups are fascinating.
Good.
I do actually have...
What, ruler of the world?
Or? No, I'm actually... I'm on Red Cadeau, actually.
All right.
Anyway, aside from all of that, apparently there's a race called the Grand National. Yeah, so, I mean, I think at the moment, if you had to force me to make a few selections, I think I'd be a T for 3, Tidal Bay and Burton Portman.
Right.
However, I do like backing a few, massive price ones nearer the time, so I shall let the viewers know what they are.
Okay, well, I'm going
on.
to say T for 3 sounds like a fair selection. We've all nodded it, but of course the value might not be there. As I've said, T for 3 is something that you can experience at the Ritz should you want to enter our competition on BetRacingNation.com or follow us on Twitter at BetRacingNation. Retweet and follow. You could be in with a chance for that T for 3 at the Ritz. Should T for 3 come first or second? The one thing I will draw to your attention as well, if you don't agree with the panel's decisions here, you may want to go along to the London Racing Club Aintree preview. That's running at the Holiday Inn in Gloucester Road between 7:30 and 10 p.m. Tomorrow, and of course Chris Cook from The Guardian will be there, just to let you know who's going to be giving you a rundown. Chris Cook from The Guardian, Ed Quigley from the Racing Post also joins them on the panel there. 2.5 hours of drinking wine, talking horses and giving selections basically for the Grand National. It's free for you current members of the London Racing Club and only £7.50 should you want to just turn up on the door for a few extra insights. We've had a cracking little run through the card here. Of course it's been tough, there's 40 runners. Of course the field isn't selected yet, but I'm still going to thank you for all your efforts. So thank you very much for coming along and giving us a few selections, Jono.
Thank you, I've had a great time.
Thanks to you as well, Billy.
Yes, thank you, Tom.
And thanks to Sandy. Hopefully we've got somewhere with your thumbs this evening.
It's been hard just to find out which horses are running at this stage. So about pick the winner.
It is tough, but we may have uncovered a gem. You never know.